Basically, this guy is saying he has some theories, but it's Manhunt scripted, blah blah. You know what it is.
This is number 2 on my notes.
So he just has notes about.
Minecraft.
Oh wait, what was number 1?
Giving Dream 7 per. This is the first suspicious point in which I have found about the manhunt. In my notes, it is known as number 1, and it is from the video Minecraft Speedrunner versus 2 Hunters. You can see here, George kills Sapnap, just as it seems all over for Dream, giving Dream 7 pearls. This is never again seen in any other manhunt, and this kill happens to be the only reason Dream won this manhunt, which begs the question, why did George kill Sapnap in this specific manhunt, and not in any other?
So this one I think is pretty funny. I think most people who are fans of mine might know this, but George and Sapnap, like, they go at each other. You can find so many streams online of like George being like, "Dream, help me," and because Sapnap's just killing him. Like they just on the SMP everywhere. They literally just kill each other. Like they do that. That is literally like their thing that they do. They kill each other. Now after this, I will say they probably learned a little bit and realized, hey, in the manhunts we shouldn't do that. But I will say they have actually done it in future manhunts after this. I just cut it out. The reason I cut it out is because of the fact that I want the manhunts to maintain like serious, right? But if they set a bed, like there's been times where George and Saturn have set a bed and then literally just killed each other, like been like they're fighting and they're like yelling and you can hear them like fighting, right? And then the funny thing is in one of the manhunts they actually did. They actually were fighting for a long period of time. In the manhunt where I did the nether, trapped them on the nether roof, George and Sapnap were killing each other. We're killing each other on the nether roof. Like that happened in another manhunt. So it has happened. It's just that it happened in that point to and like totally ruin them. Like if they hadn't done that, they would have lost, right? I mean, they would have won, but he did do it. He made the mistake. I got the pearls and I pearled away. But you know, they have before killed each other in manhunts. They have since then killed each other in manhunts, and they always do in all their streams kill each other. And I will say that like Bad Boy Halo and Antfrost, they stop them. They try and stop them from killing each other. So ever since there's been more hunters than just them, I think that's why it happened in the 2 hunters, because they kill each other, right? But in the future hunters, like Bad will just tell them to stop and stuff. So that explains that.
This is number 2 on my notes, and it is from the video Minecraft Speedrunner versus 3 Hunters. The most notable point about this video is that Dream managed to sneak up on the hunters on 3 separate occasions, despite them having a compass pointing to him at all times. This makes it seem as if they didn't have one at all. Now take a look at this. You can hear that Bad is specifically searching for Dream, and you can...
So, I mean, he says you can hear Bad is specifically searching for Dream, but he's literally walking. He has no hunger. He can't even sprint. And he's walking towards a cow. He's like, you can hear that he's specifically searching for Dream. Like, no, he's looking for food because he's going to die if he doesn't get food right now. I get his point. He's saying that the compass should turn, and then he would see that the compass turned. But I'm pretty sure, I'm not 100% sure, but I've very rarely been a hunter. And when I do, I click the compass. But I'm pretty sure that when you click the compass, you have to click it to update it. So that's the first thing. And the second thing, and even if you don't, this point applies as well. You can just not look at the compass. Like a lot of times you can just get distracted. Like Bad has no reason to believe that I'm hiding behind a tree about to jump him. 1 Mississippi. Oh, 2 Mississippi. It's like 2 seconds. Like, it's like literally not even a second where I'm hiding, and then I'm already like on him. Like maybe it was 3 seconds between when I was behind the tree and then ran out and attacked him. Like, I don't know. I think that one's kind of a moot point, just because I think it's, you can just, and he makes this point about the compass a lot throughout the video, saying like, oh, if they saw the compass, they'd know this. So I guess a couple things to clarify with the compass. One, the nether, we don't actually use the compass. So in the nether, we have a little thing above the hotbar that points to where I am. Because in the nether, you can't actually use the compass because the compass like swirls and stuff. So it's not actually a compass. So they say compass when they're in the nether, but they're just referring to the compass that's above their hotbar that shows them where I am. But again, with the compass, it doesn't show Y. It doesn't show like the Y axis. So it only shows points. So if I'm below them or above them, they have no idea. And so a lot of times he even says like when they're underground, like, oh, they're running around underground, they don't know that he's in the wall right there. Well, yeah, because I'm just in a wall. Like, they're not going to just randomly mine through the wall. I could be anywhere. I could be in a tower. I could be at bedrock. I could be literally anywhere at all throughout the world. So they don't want to waste their time and mine around.
The hunters to collect. People only had Sapnap was the only one who had armor left after this fight.
So this is another thing he mentions quite a few times. But one thing he doesn't understand is that we don't see their point of view, so we don't know how they collect iron. One thing I will say is that if you ask them, a lot of times they have extra iron. Like, they leave extra iron at spawn in a chest, and they leave extra iron near their bed in a chest. And that happens, I don't know, that happens really frequently. It happens all the time. Like, they've mentioned it in videos before. A lot of times I'll just cut it out, but they do mention it, and they've talked about it on streams and stuff, I'm sure, before. But they get extra iron. So, like, they'll mine, they have 4 people or 3 people. They get a lot of iron, and they just have extra iron. They throw it in a chest, knowing that I'm probably going to kill them. Or even if I kill one of them, then they'll have extra iron, and they'll be able to, you know, respawn, grab the extra iron, throw it together, and then come back and fight me. So they mention that a lot. He mentions that they have, how they get the iron so quickly? Well, it's because they had extra iron. And also, Sapnap, I think, had some of their stuff, like some of their extra stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he might have. But either way, they had they have extra iron. So
you see this, all the other hunters had been killed, and only Sapnap had armor left. Yet Dream had gave the hunters enough time to collect full iron armor for all of them yet again, to then again fight against them. Now the next point is at 28.
Oh yeah, also in this part, they're pretending they're mining iron because they think the reason they had time is they're you can go back. That's the part where Bad was singing like the "We're mining iron" or whatever he's saying. It was some like dumb mining iron song because he was trying to trick me that they were mining iron because they just died. So but really they had iron and they snuck up on me. So that was why they sung that "We're mining iron" song, to try and trick me. So and it was like some whatever. It wasn't mining away. It was like actually like a custom song that they did. But yeah, that they if you go back and watch that manhunt, they sang that song. Oh yeah, we're looking for some iron. We're looking for some iron. Like that's what Bad was singing. It's because he knew that I was thinking they'd be mining because I just killed them, but they weren't because they had extra iron. So that's what happened.
8 minutes, 34 seconds in. You'll see that Dream doesn't burn any of the stuff, giving away for the hunter to yet get it again.
Yes, I didn't burn the stuff that's in the water. I technically could have. Like, I could have placed blocks and stuff like below it and tried to block off the whole waterway and got it up so I can burn it. Or I guess, do I have lava? I don't even know if I don't think I have lava. Maybe I did. Maybe it'd be a little easier to throw lava in there and burn it. But I wasn't. I think I just wasn't thinking about that. And I was also, items despawn fairly quickly, and you can always go back. And I mean, sorry. This is like at a random place in the world. So I'm just probably expecting they're not going to find their stuff. It's super far. It's going to despawn before they find it. And also, it's in the water, dude. Like, am I going on my way to burn this stuff? Like, probably not.
This makes me question whether or not they actually have a compass.
Again, they're not constantly, like, he's cooking iron. He's cooking food. Like, he's not constantly looking at his compass, staring at it and going, where is Dream? Is he going to sneak up on me? And also, one thing he doesn't even mention is that I come from the same way the compass was pointing. Like, look how I'm coming from this direction. So even if he was staring at the compass, it would be pointing the exact same way. I'm just running in a straight line towards him from the same direction. Like, even there, the compass just wouldn't, even if he was staring at the compass, which I guarantee he wasn't, I mean, it would still surprise him because I just came from the exact direction the compass was. Like, it wouldn't move.
Did you hear that? He said, we can't hit him though. Now you would assume here that he's just saying he can't reach him, but seeing how close they were before Dream entered the water, and seeing how many times Dream had met.
So I want to give chat a chance to guess why he said we can't hit him though. So he thinks that he said he can't hit him though because I'm too far away. What do you guys think? Why can't he hit me? Why did he say I can't hit him though? That's right. When you're in a moving boat, you literally can't hit. Like, you can't hit somebody. The Minecraft mechanics don't work. So when he said, I can't hit him, though, he's in a boat. Him and Bad are both in a boat, and you can't hit in a moving boat. So when he said, I can't hit him, he literally means he can't hit him. So congrats, chat. You're very smart.
Messed up in the water, and the fact that Dream stopped to eat, it begs the question, why didn't he just hit him once? Which has given me the assumption that the hunters, they have a client which tell him how much health Dream is on. So here Sapnap knows that Dream is really low and he can see this, so he tells the other hunters, we can't hit him though. That's just a Okay, see how George Not Found mentions for strength 2 it does +6 damage, yes?
At this point's kind of dumb, but he basically says,
Now,
we'll watch
wait.
it.
Here we see a cut. We see a cut there, and then we see George Not Found mentioning the exact same line again. Exactly. And
So this is actually a funny story. So at this point, I don't know how much I included in the video. Maybe you guys will remember this. But at this point in the video, they're talking about beating me to death with strength 2 sticks. Like, I'm actually not sure I included it. I think I might have. But they were like, George and Bat are having a conversation. How much damage would we do if we had sticks that had strength 2? Because they were gonna beat me to death with like sticks. Well, they were joking about doing it. I don't think they were actually going to. But that's what.
Pearl. I don't know about that, but that seems pretty sus to me. Now skip to 4:30. Here we see Dream announce to the hunters that he found the second stronghold.
So, I'll give Chad a chance again. Why do you think that I said that? Why was it okay for me to say that? Does anyone know in chat? Is there a... Give you a hint. Portal was already lit. So when you light the portal, it makes a sound, right? It goes like... Boom, like a giant sound that everyone hears. Right? So I had already lit it. They knew I was at a second stronghold. They just didn't know how I was at a second stronghold. They literally already knew that. Like they knew I had lit a portal, and they knew it wasn't the portal they were at. So they knew that it was that I was at a second stronghold. So the reason I said it is just for the video. Like, I'm at the second stronghold. Like, this is for the video, so that way people know, like, oh, that's what he did. He went to the second stronghold. But they already knew, so it didn't give away like anything at all, right? So I mean, I wasn't giving away anything. They already knew, and I was gonna get the achievement when I went through anyway. But
despite being very excited, I don't get the reason on why Dream would do this if he was actually doing this legitimately. This not only gives the hunter a realization that...
I mean, some stuff like that is literally just for the video. Like, the reason I said that was for the video, but the reason I said it was because I knew it didn't cost me anything. Like, I already lit the portal. They already knew. They were already on their way. They already realized that I lit a second portal. Why would I not say that? That way people understand the video more. Like, that's why.
Look here. He manages to sneak up on Bad Boy Halo and Sapnap while they have a compass. The compass should be telling them that Dream is this way, yet they seem to be heading this way.
Well, the whole time when they're tracking, the compass is pointing this way. They see the ocean ahead. They make a boat. They run forward to go click on the boat. They're assuming that I'm not hiding. Again, it's just all about what are they going to assume. Are they going to assume maybe he's hiding behind that hill? Let's just pay attention super closely to our compass and see if it turns right here. Like, no, they're not. But when they are, you notice they do that in the videos. Like, if they know, hey, he's right around here, they do that. They do say, or they'll be like, oh, it just turned. He's right above us or right below us. Like, they do that. They pay attention to it when they need to. But in this case, they'll just assume, he's probably not right here, and they're not going to pay attention at 100% of the time. Like, sometimes they'll just not pay attention to the compass 100% of the time. And again, I think they have to click it. And the reason I think that is because there's a glitch in 1.16 where if multiple people are clicking the compass at once and it's updating, it glitches out and doesn't track right. So I know that because we had that problem. So now they know that, and they don't track it. They have one person that tracks usually because of the fact that if they all click at once, it glitches. I don't know why that happens. Maybe someone could tell me why. It's a Minecraft glitch, but that does happen. So I know they have to click in order to update the compass. So,
which really makes me question Shield now. It is only
now this one actually this is like the most suspicious one in the whole thing. But I'll explain.
It is almost broken, and he is on half a heart. Yes. Now look at that. Just a few seconds later, we see a cut. So he is on half a heart.
So I want to point out something here with the cut. Just pay attention to my blocks. I have 34, right? 34 blocks.
He mines a block. There's lava here. I
have 37 blocks.
Which could very much easily kill him if he's lit on fire.
34.
And then suddenly,
58. Okay, so the cut is a long cut. Okay, so that's the first thing to point out. The cut is a pretty long cut. I'm mining. I'm trying to get into the portal. The portal's through the lava. It's a long cut, so it's not like a 0.25 seconds cut or something. It's a long cut. It's a little bit later.
There's a cut, and now his shield is fully repaired. And if we
So it's not fully repaired. First of all, it's like partially repaired.
jump to 1621, we can see his inventory, in which we'll see that Dream only had 6 iron ingots. Yes, no extra shield. Remember this. This is very important.
You're
Dream
right.
has 6 iron ingots, no extra shield. Now we jump to 2444, and we'll see that Dream here has an extra shield, 6 iron ingots, and a fully repaired and almost half repaired shield. This makes me question what happened, because he couldn't have.
Which one is it? Finale.
Goodness. Come on, George. You got this. What are you doing?
Oh my
Push
god.
him. Oh my god.
Please die! Oh my.
Come on.
Have crafted another shield. He's ironing, which makes whether or not Dream had prolonged the manhunt just so the hunters could get fully enchanted armor. Because note at this point, before in the video, the hunters didn't, despite. Now this makes me question that whether or not Dream had prolonged the manhunt just so the hunters could get fully enchanted armor. Because note at this point, before in the video, the hunters didn't have enchanted armor. Their armor was just normal iron armor, just like Dream's. And they had all died.
They had all died. Pay attention to that. He says they had all died, right? Let's see. Did they all die?
Look. Go, Gadget. Come on. Oh my
Right
god.
here. Oh my god.
Wait, sound up. You Okay.
Are
you all still in this? Do you know who's who?
Yeah. Where'd he go?
So Bad died.
Okay. It's okay. Just look for
Wait.
Wait,
What?
sound up. No.
Oh my
get out.
god. Oh my
Is that
god.
him? Oh my god. No.
George died.
I'm out of here. I'm out of here.
Stop nap.
Yes!
What?
Dream.
Where did Sapnap
Why? George, this way.
I don't even know what I'm doing.
Around. Goodness.
I don't understand how you got above me. I thought I was digging down to you. and someone fell in my hole. And I thought it was
Sapnap didn't die. So that's the first thing that's wrong about that. Sapnap didn't die. So Sapnap had full iron, and Sapnap was able to retrieve some of Bad's stuff.
He's dead.
So Bad doesn't know that, first of all. Second of all, I have a loaded crossbow pointed right at his face that I somehow missed. I don't even know how I missed that shot. That was like the easiest shot I ever could have taken. But like Bad doesn't jump towards me. I can just like shoot him in midair. He takes like a giant crossbow hit, lands in the water, and then he's far away. And second of all, I just want to watch this through because I have something to show you guys.
Yeah, Bad just stands still for some reason. He just stands still. I don't know why, but he just stands still. Which backs up further evidence saying that the hunters have a client, which show how much health Dream is on.
Okay, so let's think about that real quick. So he just said that he thinks that in this scene, at 33 seconds and 33 minutes and 12 seconds in the Manhunt finale rematch, that Bad not jumping towards me and hitting me was because I was on 1 heart and because they can see my health. So let's go and watch that scene in slow motion, actually. Let's watch that scene in slow motion. 3 of my friends. What time is it at? 33:12. Friends try and hunt me down and stop. So I shoot and miss. Bad doesn't jump towards me. Kind of weird. George jumps towards me. I'm on 1 heart, keep in mind. Switches to his sword and hits me. I'm on 1 heart. He's saying that they have a mod to see my health. George hits me with a sword on 1 heart. But because he was on slow cooldown when he switched to his sword, I lived on half a heart. Like, I was probably like literally so close to dying here. But he skips this clip. Why does he skip this clip? That's ridiculous. Like, he uses the clip, like, literally a couple seconds before it. Like, George is kind of weird there. He goes like, because I have a crossbow. They don't know I'm on one heart, obviously. They have no idea I'm on one heart. So Bad like kind of gets ready to jump. I miss. I don't know what the hell's wrong with me. It kind of sucked. But then Bad does this weird like hop thing. But then again, Bad, like, I mean, we're talking about Bad Boy Muffin Halo here. Like, are we really gonna hold him to like make some epic sprint jump final hit with like a switching to his sword in midair? Like, I don't know. Maybe probably not. But then we're talking about George. Like, right after this, he shows Bad doing this weird thing. And then he doesn't show George. Like, it's not even a second later. Like, he could have just shown this clip a second later. George hits me with a sword when I'm on one heart. Like, there's no way that George could in any way whatsoever think that wouldn't kill me if he knew I was on one heart. Like, how? I mean, swords do like 2 hearts or something. Like, there's no way. Like, but because he had switched to his sword and hit right away, it did less damage. So
minecart which spawns right next to the end portal. And look.
I have no idea. Like, what is that? Why would we stage that? Like, yes, I have a great idea. Let's put a minecart with a chest in the end portal room. That's the best idea I've ever had to stage things. That'd be geez, like what? Like what is even like what does that even imply? Like, why would I stage that? It doesn't make any sense. Yes, guys, my perfect manhunt is the minecart with a chest in the end portal room randomly on the staircase. Like, I don't know how the hell that happened. I'm assuming like the mine carts, like the mine shaft spawned first or something, and then the stronghold spawns next, and so it glitched, and like so when it deleted the mine shaft, the chest fell down. Thank you, Cash App. And I think that's what happened. I'm sure it can happen. I'm sure somebody can prove that can happen. I don't think I have the seed for this world anymore, but it did happen. It happened. Why? Like, what is that to stage? What is that? That's like the most unreasonable thing ever. It'd be like, what if I start the manhunt on a horse with a saddle and just right away? Like it'd be like the dumbest thing in the world. Like, how does that happen? I don't know. I don't know how it happened. That'd be like the worst thing possible you could.
Yeah, they managed to get.
I put it down. It keeps pushing me up. How do we get in? I'm going around back.
Even in full netherite, he would die. He would die from blowing up the crystal in full netherite.
I put it down. It keeps pushing me up.
Like, I feel like he sees that and then he just like stops, skips ahead 5 seconds, and then keeps watching the video. Like,
die from a ender crystal this close, which I don't get why Bad Boy Halo didn't blow this up. Now, 44, 42 is the next point I wanted to clear up. Many people say this is fake because Bad Boy Halo here is hitting Dream with a pickaxe. This is not fake, but you can see Bad Boy Halo carrying a pickaxe around and holding a pickaxe throughout many scenes right before this.
Yeah, I mean, Bad only had a pickaxe because I had killed him before.
Pickaxe as a weapon.
Yeah, he's right.
At the start of each manhunt, Dream always gets either really good luck or shows off an insane play.
So again, this is why, and I'll explain this again. I explained this at the very beginning of the stream, but I'll explain this again here. So at manhunts, when we start, we were going to do a grace period when we originally first started manhunts. And then I was like, that's boring though. Like, if we do a grace period, then the first like however long of the video when I'm just collecting stuff is gonna be boring, and that's like the hooking part where you get hooked into the video. So we decided, okay, well, let's not do a grace period, but if you die right off the beginning, we just do it again. And that's the most fair. And again, I said at the beginning, but the hunters actually get money if they kill me off the beginning. So that way they try hard. That way they don't just let me free. So the best thing about it is that leads to the beginning usually me getting lucky. Because if we're redoing it, let's say we redo it 3 times because like, oh, I die right off the beginning, or there's like nothing, I just run out of hunger. Like we've had it before where I literally just like run away. There's like nothing in a million years. I'm like in the middle of an ocean. There's nothing. There's no shipwrecks. I just run out of hunger. I'm like on 1 hunger bar in the middle of an ocean. 2 minutes into the video, I'm like, this is like the most boring video in the history of the earth. Let's restart. I have nothing. I'm in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean.
We never see him load into a seed, and he's planned each and every play ahead of time. I don't know. That's probably what I thought at the same time.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm
just like
throughout the manhunts. Like last manhunt, I pointed out in my notes. I pointed out that they clearly understood how to use a compass. Yeah, Sapnap knew that Dream was either above them or below them, which showed that he clearly has an understanding of the compass. So did Bad. Yet in this manhunt, Dream is right next to them, and they head towards the wrong way. They have a compass which is pointing. See how Bad Boy Halo just walks away.
So again, I talked about this at the very beginning of the stream, but the reason he's walking that way is because again, he's hoping I'm in the maze. Because if I'm just in the Netherrack somewhere, he's never gonna find me. You know, he's never gonna find me. So he's just running around in the maze, trying to like searching all the different corridors and everything that I built, which I did on purpose. And so he's just running around, and that's why he ran the wrong direction. Even though he can see on the compass that I'm this way, he's not going to just mine into the wall because he has no idea how far this way I am. He has no idea if I'm underground. They just know I'm in this general area because they entered the maze knowing I'm this way, and then the compass turned. So you know, okay, he's probably in a maze, right?